Would be a nice way to go, though.
$64.
No treble means Van der Velde might fancy this. No treble for him, meaning Whitlock's shot for the match this
88.
time is a lot simpler. But if he doesn't take this, he might be in trouble. No trouble.
On the match.
He missed 5 match starts in the previous leg, but he does win in 10 legs. And in their first meeting, it is the senior of the two in the former Australian captain who gets passage into the second round. Got 6 darts from here because as soon as Thibaut Tricol was trebleless there, Hylbrecht was in for the kill.
$100.
He's never been a massive scorer. He's always been someone who will annoy you with those 1 and 2 treble visits.
85.
For his first win in a Players' Championship in 3 months. He needs double 16. Hands on hips for the Frenchman. And he had every right to think that the game was up, because Ronnie Hylbrecht, after a 3-month wait, does get his first win since the 16th of April, and he will renew that rivalry with Simon Whitlock in the next round. It's tumble. Like I mentioned, Kim Hylbrecht, he's in the match play, but he's gone today at the hands of Jeffrey Desvant. And
140.
Raymond van Barneveld losing to Aaron Monk. That was a surprise to me.
Yeah, certainly. Aaron Monk played some decent stuff yesterday for not a great deal of reward, but beating Barney today.
Game shot.
Double 14 is there, 3 apiece. Just feel like Luke Humphries is getting into his rhythm. His last 2 holes to throw, both in 13 darts.
John Rodriguez in a mid to high 80s average game.
105.
This has got to go, and it's not gonna. So Sedlacek on the cusp of round 2.
Match darts. Double 10.
37.
And the number 2 seed is still alive, but for how much longer?
Bullseye.
56.
Not much longer by the looks of it. Sedlacek should not miss again.
Oh my, double 7. Still double 7. And Sedlacek can't put him away.
Can Humphries taste a little bit of weakness?
21.
He can't take advantage of it. He goes back to double 10 to get it done. And it's done with a bit of a whimper. He does win and beats the number 2 seed, who will go back home a little bit earlier than he planned, but with a win in his pocket over the doubleheader going into the World Match Play. As for Sedlacek,
stay straight. He gets a dart at tops, gets a treble, even better. Wow.
$60.
Well, he got a dart at tops. I don't think the first dart did him any favours, to be honest. It was more of a distraction for him.
missed by about 2 inches. If he was going for the treble, he might have been going for 2 singles.
20.
I know what he's going for this time. He's going for what Adams just missed twice. Keegan Brown took care of Adam Smith-Neale yesterday, and Scott Mitchell is taking care of him now. Simple as that. Well, it presents opportunity to people who have got ulterior motives. They're looking to embellish certain positions in certain races.
81.
But for people like Mitchell, all he wants to do is bank as much as possible today.
Well, he'd have rather that last dart fell out the board. Was on a 2-dart finish, and then after the last dart, he's on a 3-darter.
I don't even know if he likes red balloons. Could get 99 of them. He does get the win as well. That's emphatic in the end from Scotty Dog Mitchell. Wonderfully played, and his best performance on this tour this year. The stats for it: prove it. 97 point
off. So going to the bull, an extra 5 points leaves him on a treble, single, double. Here he's on treble, single, bull combo finish.
$95.
Ronnie electing to leave double 18. Didn't have to. And it's the bull.
97.
And maybe going for the bullseye in the previous visit might have been the play. No, had to be. Lovely dart just outside the double 18, then followed. First to a finish, but Hylbrecht could get to a better one. He's going to stay in the treble 20. I mentioned how he's old school. A lot of players, the more modern way of thinking, will be incorporating the bullseye. But he's gambled on the treble. He's got it. And it means that Ronnie Hylbrecht's on a single to double combination.
100.
Single 9, double 16. Because you know what he's going to do. You know what he's going to try and do, but can he do it? Ronnie Hylbrecht can do it. That is plumb in the centre of double 8. 15 darter. 4-1 now the lead. Been pretty good in this game at picking up one treble per visit. But that's probably not enough here. I need more. Not that treble. Oh, good visit.
35.
Keeps him interested in this leg. Maybe not for long. It's another 14 darter from Simon Whitlock. He has upped it in the last couple of legs.
100.
But Whitlock is first to a finish, but it's a finish he might have to take out.
$96.
How much drama are we going to get? We're not going to see the 164 go. And Simon Whitlock's making a bit of a mess of this.
42.
It's not good. But it's enough to make sure Ronnie Hylbrecht goes for the bull if that's all he gets as an option. It doesn't matter. It's double 18. To beat the Wizard for just the third time in his career. 11 years after their first meeting. Ronnie Hylbrecht seals it with a 14 darter. Brilliant quality from these two veterans of the game. The Belgian wins it by 6 legs to 5. They both averaged 98 in throw. James Wade did manage to get through against Jose Justicia in a last leg decider. And it looks like Justicia may have missed at least one dart for the match. Treble 17. Not found. Mitchell.
97.
Looking at the 116. Will get a dart. The target is tops. And that's a beautiful check out from Scott Mitchell. He's looked very, very good from what we've seen so far today. Needs 2 perfect darts here. And he hasn't got them. So more match darts for Karel Sedlacek. And when he's had multiple darts at double, he has been deadly.
6.
Double 16. Brilliant display from Karel Sedlacek. The Czech number 2, a 6-3 winner over Scotty Mitchell. And look at this, Ronnie Hylbrecht. 177, 180, leaves 66. Sedlacek has gone from having a dart to break and go 2-1 up to being in danger of being broken and being 3-1 down in a matter of about 2 minutes. Treble 10 or bull. 16 for tops. Oh, superb. 12-dart leg for Ronnie Hylbrecht. The first breaker throw, a 3-1 lead. And I can tell you on the other streaming board, Damon Heta has come from behind to beat Ricardo Pietrezco's 6th in the quarterfinals. Ronnie Hylbrecht's in the driving seat. One treble here will get him right on Sedlacek's shoulder. But what if he hit another one? What if he hit 3? That is beautiful from Ronnie Hylbrecht. 174 to leave himself on a double. Could stay there. Oh, he went the hard way. Why do it?
70.
Why do it, Carroll? There's a bigger target to go for. He needed to try and get a double. Any double would have done. Because Ronnie Hylbrecht is not missing. It is another dart in the double, and it's another dart in the very centre of the double from Ronnie Hylbrecht. It is 5-1 as he closes in on a spot in the last 16. What about 144? May go on the 18s. Well, he went on the 20s. It didn't work out. But how many times can Karel Sedlacek keep producing
96.
these checkouts to stay alive? 81, then 80, now 104. Double 16.
88.
A miss, and is that the end? It is the end, because Ronnie Hylbrecht is in the last 16 of a PDC ranked event for the first time in more than 4 years. He has been sensational in getting off his board today, and he is going to go up against Jose de Souza for a spot in the quarterfinals. Another average just short.
That's what makes fixtures like this so inviting, because
59.
when you've got 2 more recent winners, they just want to be seen as a multiple champion on the floor. Double top for Danny. Wrong bed.
36.
And an early chance for Johnny.
Going to go the 20s routes. Now it'll be single 16. Now it'll be double top. And Johnny Clayton with a 116 checkout. So impressive. They've had some notable meetings, these two. Met at the World Series finals last year. But when you look at it over a long period of time, if you're winning in 5 visits to the board, typically, you're winning so many
28.
games of darts. That's a real mess from Johnny Clayton. He's left an awkward number as well. This might open the door for Danny Nappa.
He's got rid of the 5.
125.
But he wanted to do it a slightly different way. But 125 is not too bad at all, especially now that Johnny's not going to take 128.
Well, the man averaging close to a ton for the year has just had 2 horrific visits there. He's missing everything he's going for. Back-to-back 28s for Johnny Clayton. Double 10.
40.
Ooh, he might still win the leg.
Back-to-back 28s in darts doesn't sound good in any sort of way. But he still wins the leg. So weird.
Well, Johnny Clayton. What brilliant setup play. 28, ton out. Doesn't matter. It's for a 6-0 win. That's what counts. Oh, yeah. Nice switch.
Double 16.
28.
He might win 6-0, and his streak of 90-plus averages might be done. But then again, Danny needs 10s.
87.
And the game could still be up.
Well, this was ridiculous. Danny Nappa has had darts to win 5 legs. He's not won any of them. And Johnny Clayton wins it 6-0, the second game running that the Ferret has won 6-0 today. And ironically, it means that his streak of 90-plus averages, which has lasted all year, has come to an end despite winning by 6 legs to 0. He's only hit 8.
He's never been noted as a big 180 hitter. But he has been noted for shots like this.
70.
Well, early chance. Damon's going to go for an 18 every single day of the week.
Game
And
shot.
do that a lot of the time. That's an early break for Damo.
First maximum of this one. And Wade can't hit back with one of his own, but we've already seen the 129 for Heta. The 121 is, I hesitate to say a signature shot for Wade, but it's anything over 100 is a signature shot for Wade.
You
57.
know his favourite finish? 104. Don't ask me why. He just told me once. I've never forgotten it. But he is pretty good at bullseyes as well.
Game
Told you.
12 darter, 1-2-1 finish. James Wade once again showing his prowess on those combination checkouts. 3 apiece. This is very tricky.
619s. 1 is not enough with dart 1.
98.
Wade subscribes to the Michael Smith playbook of 5 double 10. Well, well, well. I don't think many people expected that. Most of all, James.
Tops and tens are his Achilles heel in this game by the looks of it. Looking very good and everything else. And Damon Heta once again breaks the Wade throw. He is leading a charmed life here, Heta. But he will leave a finish from here, surely. Could be a good one. It is a much better one than James Wade, but again, it's James Wade with these sorts of finishes. It makes you feel nervous, but he won't get a shot, and Damon Heta will get a match start, maybe even 2.
100.
And it's in the portion of the board that he prefers. 2 at double 8. And the win for Heta. 6-3. James is not pleased, but in a minute, Damon Heta is going to be very, very pleased that he's in the semi-final. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, it's time for the final 4 and look at the numbers for Heta on the outer ring. That 129 on the bull early was brilliant. Only needed 180, but 75% on the doubles. Did COVID. Ryan won it by 6 legs to 4. And ultimately, he would make the last 16 of that tournament, succumbing to the eventual champion of that day, Peter Wright, who on that day was absolutely insatiable, averaging 109.6 in a 14-leg final with Gedwin Price, one of the best Players' Championship finals in history.
57.
We might just have a break on our hands.
Game
He
shot.
doesn't mind a double 19. He found a very key one when he won the Grand Slam. Then. So it's not as if he hasn't had chances.
94. Yep.
Just checking his score with Andrew Davies, our very experienced referee. Well, I, for one, not for the first time, I'm perplexed. 85 going 19s, that makes sense.
45.
We've got 66 with 2 darts. And you don't go for a 16 for bull. That doesn't make sense. Whereas that does. You make those kind of errors against one of the best doublers on the planet, and you're going to pay the price. Important day of his 2023 season. Even when he's behind in legs, he's got to stay
94.
in contention. You just never know what's going to happen next. 3 double tops might happen next. Doesn't work with a double 5 in the middle.
$68.
Definitely testing our referee with some of these shots. This would test De Souza. If it goes in. Double 16. He's the best in the world at double 16 a lot of the time, but that is probably the best one he's hit this year. That's a monstrous finish from Joyce. Oh, that looked like 57 as well. Got to move this time.
59.
And it's troubleless. It might even be 6 darts from here. He might only need 3. Bullseye for the final. Joyce is through.
Shot on the match.
A wonderful finishing display in the last couple of legs, and all Jose de Sousa can do is watch as he hits 152 and 135 for his first final since he won his first title back in 2020. But the one time he was in a final, he did win it.
140.
We're almost in deja vu territory there, Rod, because you commentated on a 9-darter earlier in the very first round of a contest.
Christian kissed it was, and it was absolutely epic.
140.
He went on to lose the match. Andrew Goulding was his opponent, and he started brilliantly but couldn't sustain it for the full 11 legs.
145.
Ended up losing 6-4.
As far as starts go, this isn't too bad. Leaving 36 after 9. Bit of a message sent to his Australian opponent.
125.
Well,
It's a perfect split, isn't it? When you hit
Game
it.
shot.
I'd rather hit 4 than 18.
it did, yeah.
$140.
But Aussies aplenty have won Players' Championships. Damon is looking for something that we talked about a little bit earlier, Rod. He wants to
60.
become the best player known as the Heat in the history of the PDC.
Yeah. Right, well that leaves him 50. That leaves him 32, and it's back to the segment that he favours. And this time he
Game
pins
shot.
it.
He can find himself his own bed and just get ready for the match play in a few days' time.
Yeah, he can just
140.
completely relax until Friday, Saturday, sort of time when he needs to plot his journey up to Blackpool. Now,
Maybe it was in the stars, Rod,
60.
that we were going to have in the last Players' Championship before the Summer Madness in Blackpool, an Ashes darts match.
oh yes. Here he goes again, same
Game
target.
shot.
You said it right at the start, Paul, a double 16 off.
I think Ryan was rather disgusted with that visit, and he might be surrendering his throw.
Yeah, we talked about having the throw being an advantage, but
140.
one slip up in one leg on throw could turn that completely around, obviously. So one sloppy leg on throw from Ryan Joyce is going to hand the initiative to the
59.
Australian. And this is the leg, by the looks of it.
If Ryan's going to have frustration,
180.
he's going to need to turn that around somehow. And already he's looking at plan B down at the 57. He
95.
reckons this leg is gone, and I have to agree with him. It's going to be double 16 again.
It is indeed, but he's missed it on the inside to leave double 8.
Game shot.
Good as.
199 is not an ideal number, but you probably wouldn't mind it when your opponent's not on a finish either.
95.
Joyce, by making this final, has got himself to 20th on the qualifying list for the World Grand Prix. An extra 4,000 ranking points by winning the
100.
tournament would get him to 16th. Heta's not thinking about anything but the win.
56.
Yeah, he doesn't need to worry about qualification for TV tournaments because he's in the top 16 world rankings. Tops for Ryan.
Game
Something
shot.
to rejoice about at last for Ryan Joyce.
In a funny sort of way, over the last 3 months, it has started to improve. It's why he's back in the winner's circle. It's why he's in this final.
100.
That's why he's won 4 of these before.
130.
And he would go solo on the all-time Australian list of Players' Championship winners.
180.
Whitlock's won the most. Myself and Damo have got 4 each. He wins today, he goes to 5. Have to
95.
go great guns to beat Simon's record. He's got lots.
Double 16 yet again, and yet again he pins it. And now he can see the line, the finishing line. He can see the title.
You know what's really bad? It's when you've got a favourite double like double 16 and you're watching somebody hitting it more than you are.
180.
And he's hitting more of those as well. That's 5 maximums all of a sudden for Damon. And the finishing line is in sight.
Now, my friend
140.
Professor John Part has a theory of relativity in darts, and his barometer for when you're in serious trouble is that if your opponent is closer to the finishing line than you are to him.
180.
So in this case, Joyce is 3 from Heta, and Heta is 1 from the line. So Joyce is in serious trouble.
We're in serious trouble of getting a 9 darter with the last leg of the tournament.
Yes. To end a magnificent day for Damon Heta. Oh, he couldn't find it. It's a shame. And I wonder what was going through Ryan Joyce's head there. He doesn't want to lose the final, but I wonder if he thought, yeah, it'd be good if you could finish off with that. Yeah, good luck to you.
It looks like Ryan's going to be finished off. And it could well be
100.
PDC title number 8.
For Damon Heta, and he's looking at double 18. And he finds it, and it is another PDC Players' Championship title for Damon Heta. The heat was on fire for most of the day, and he was too hot for Ryan Joyce. A mid-match move took him...